Early pickups on D to help them get into the offense as we are ready for the tip-off. Presented by Richard Harris Law Firm, and it goes to the Aces. This Connecticut team, much improved. They did not have Marina Mabry in their last 2 meetings, but they have her back now. This is her 8th game back as Asia Wilson cleans it up inside. First points to the Aces.
And I love that drawn-up play. A little backdoor action for Asia Wilson. Misses, but gets her own rebound. She has been crashing the rebounds lately.
Offensive rebounding has really been a focus for this team. They struggled earlier in the year as that one did everything but drop for Mabry, coming off of a 5 3-point game in their game at Los Angeles. They gave the Sparks a run for their money a couple nights ago.
It was one of the best games of the entire season by the Connecticut Sun. And since you mentioned Mabry's threes there, they had their best output, their season highs on 3-pointers made, offensive rebound points in the first half, and second chance points. So they
head coach for them as Smith got fouled on the interior. Foul was called on Morrow. Anisha Morrow, one of the 5 rookies on this Connecticut team. Talk about a rebuild and changed look. Morrow gets a start, as well as Layla Lacan, the rookie, just in her 4th start of the season, as Bria Hartley's going to bring it up. Her numbers have also been very good as of late, and there's a takeaway by Smith. Out of Morrow's hands. You talked about pace and the Aces really trying to push, but that's good defense by Connecticut to get back.
Well, and you know, this is how the Aces want to play, is out in transition, playing with fast break basketball. In their last 5 wins, they're averaging 93 points a game, so they like to fill it up, but it all starts on the defensive end.
Trying to get it into Asia Wilson, and instead, topside D by Charles and Lacan with the quickness and the layup.
You got to keep your eyes on Lacan at all times. She is just so crafty with the basketball. She gets into the paint so easily for the Sun.
Aces want to push pace, but you got to do it under control. That time the pass off the mark, second turnover of the game. Heard them in the second half on Friday against Seattle. High turnovers, and Seattle got a lot of points off of them. Morrow, baseline, just short. Smith was right out on her, and then Morrow knocks her to the floor.
There's been a couple of checks back and forth between Morrow and Smith out here. Ooh, what a pass.
Wilson baseline fader, pretty. Tina Charles doing all she could. Help D was coming over as well, but Asia Wilson, another bucket for her.
That pass was elite, and then Asia's little fadeaway J.
Hartley saw the D leaving her. Asia there just in the nick of time to maybe get a piece of that from behind. And then the trail down the lane, give the assist to J.O.
Aces are just able to pick apart right now the Suns' defense. The Sun are last in the WNBA in defense. They're usually just a step behind, and you can see that fast ball movement. That's why they're able to score.
Yeah, Sun giving up 87 points a game. They're averaging 75 a game. As Charles' shot just a little bit flat. And I mentioned, though, this team may only have 5 wins, but they have beaten Indiana at Indiana, Atlanta, Seattle, Golden State, and New York. That's something Coach Becky Hammond said. We haven't done that yet. We got to knock off New York. I mean, they may only have 5, but they have 5 good ones.
Yeah, and this team has just been playing so much better together, building chemistry, even with this young roster. A lot about what the Sun can do. And you mentioned Golden State, New York, Liberty, huge wins.
No starters back from a season ago.
Said how they're always finding each other on the court. So it was that play, or there's a couple already before it, early in this first quarter.
Pass into Morrow, and she's able to get the bucket to go.
Good pick and roll action by the Sun. They're very good at that. Sometimes they roll, sometimes they pop for those threes.
Asia thought about the 3, had one in the win on Friday against Seattle. Jackie from up top sticks it.
She's just so skilled coming off of the screen. She waits, she reads the defense, is able to manipulate space and see if she needs to pull up for that jumper. That one, she was able out of the lane for that J.
Connecticut's had a variety of different starting lineups as Morrow with Asia Wilson on her left side gets that bucket to go. Now Smith 1v1 at Morrow. Beautiful, just soft touch with the one hand.
She just seems like she's getting more and more comfortable in this Aces uniform, whether she is playing that high-low with Asia Wilson, where she can put her back to her basket, or in that dunker position. She's hit some nice middies lately.
Morrow, high archer, off the mark, the rebound down to Bell. Almost a takeaway from LeCon. Oh, and Jackie Young before the defense gets set. Jackie taking advantage. She's got 5 points. She's perfect. 2 for 2 shooting, 1 for 1 behind the arc, and a timeout called by Connecticut as the Aces now. And they were able to get it back. This is her 8th game back, and she's a difference maker for them.
Yeah, she's one of the best, shooters in the WNBA. Even Coach Becky Hammond said she's one of my favorite players. So good to have them back. And also, LeCon showing her range as the rookie.
Yeah, first 3 for the game for Connecticut. They were 0 for 2 prior. LeCon gets the start, her 4th of the season, the rookie from France, as Jackie Young has had a hot hand to start this. She's got 7 points. She's leading everybody so far.
She's just been so important to the Aces, how she's been able to play and kind of orchestrate the offense for Las Vegas.
Yeah, she's had the ball in her hands a lot more, running the point, puts Chelsea in a different position as well. Skip across, Bria Hartley gets it. She can get a hot hand as well. Bria Hartley in her 10th season, shooting 37% behind the arc. Her numbers have really been going up.
She has. In the first 20 games, she was shooting about 33% from behind the arc. In the last 9, 44% from behind the arc. And coming off of the Sparks game, where she was 4 for 8, just really finding her rhythm, Krista.
Mabry in the paint gets the shooter's touch. Her first points of the game, and Becky Hammond not liking what she saw coming out of that timeout. She talked about her team after the game against Seattle Friday, how they were in such control the first half. Second half wasn't the same, and she said, so checked in for the Aces.
There's that screen, Young and Wilson.
And there you go.
And that's just too,
that's
too easy. I was going to say it's too easy for these 2 all-stars, and that's something Coach Mezian has said throughout the season that they are struggling at, is guarding that pick and roll. And 2 of them that can't do it any better is Young and Wilson.
Active hands by Wilson. She tipped it up, and then Jackie able to get it back to her. And Jackie saying, let's push it. Quick shot.
Nice rebound.
Oh, yeah, good read. As a shooter when the shot's not going, and Jackie followed her shot right there. Oh, and one. Jewel Lloyd gets the bucket and a chance at the free throw line. Good movement by Lloyd. She's so good at that without the ball.
Moving without the ball, she spots up so well from behind the 3. And then, of course, she can break it down one-on-one.
Mabry into the paint, takes her time, good patience. Rena Mabry with another bucket. Sanaya Rivers is checked in, 22 in orange for Connecticut. The rookie out of NC State, and she is special, especially on the defensive end. They're going to catch her with the personal on this, so she just checked in. Picked number 8 to Connecticut this year. She had 22 starts earlier on the season as well, now coming off the bench.
Yeah, she's just so athletic. And what in the WNBA happens a lot is just like with Jewel Lloyd coming off the bench, you want to have that spark at the end of the first quarter. She's somebody that can bring that as one of the best defenders in all of the W.
Olivia Nelson-Adota also in, way behind the arc, around and no good for Mabry. Nelson-Adota has 20 starts, but now coming off the bench as well, 10 in orange up top. Hartley hits the floor, no whistle. Jackie with an answer.
Jackie Young is on a heater out here. No one could stop her.
12 points, 5 of 6 shooting for Jackie. 2.5 minutes left, first quarter. It's been fairly fast-paced. Jefferson with the switch and the help as Hartley trying to find some help inside, and does. Morrow shot just short. There's Nelson-Adota with that length, another chance. Rivers on the trail, gets it. She can step up, she can go inside or out.
Big offensive rebound for Connecticut. That's one of the areas that they've been continuing to improve on, and that leads to the extra shot by Rivers.
That shot off the mark. Rebound down to Connecticut, 2 minutes left, first quarter. Hartley loses one defender and then hits the bucket. So back-to-back big plays for the Sun.
That was so impressive. Behind the back and be able to pull up on a dime like that. Hartley's just really finding her groove in this season.
Sun back within 2, and now the high screen by Asia Wilson. They'll say offensive foul.
I guess it worked out pretty well for her.
It's worked out pretty well, yep. She has really gotten going. Aaliyah Edwards has checked in as well. Her first minutes for the Connecticut Sun. A new addition as part of a trade from Washington. As Mabry up top. So threes starting to drop now for Connecticut. 5 of 8 behind the arc.
That was just a defensive breakdown and miscommunication. You cannot lose sight of Mabry behind the arc.
9-0 run gives Connecticut their first lead of the game, but it's short-lived as Chelsea Gray gets into the action. Her first points of the game. Under a minute left, first quarter. Balanced scoring by Connecticut. Mabry, the crowd is rolling loud. The and one has got to start. Had the hand up and got her with the body. And a chance to extend the lead.
And Mabry's such a smart player.
She's such a versatile player. Now she's in double figures. She has 10.
Excellent flash to the ball by Smith. One of the things that she has improved on game after game here in the ACC performance, she is moving into space, and it has created opportunities for herself. And also, you saw that in the third of the lane.
So those are the things that energize the team.
Yeah, it keeps the offense moving out of fast pace. That the defense has to
Smith very good at it, as well as Lloyd. First free throw off the mark for Melissa Smith in her 4th season in the WNBA. Trade this year to the Aces from Dallas, but been with Indiana prior to that as the #2 pick overall in the 2022 season. Coming off her 31st career double-double.
We're here to claim we're the thunder, we're the flame.
Also got a 1,000th career rebound in the win against Seattle.
We fight together, we're not alone.
Okay. Game on, how's it so?
She's like, why your forehead? Oh my God,
Victory is calling, it's in our bones.
Mabry, she every time she has the ball, gotta get her number.
13 points, banks it in. Second differential, shot clock, game clock. First quarter winding down, but the Sun on a 15-3 run. Evans with much length on her. Shot clock down to 3. Gustafson got to recognize she does. Gets the shot off, and off the mark it goes. And so it'll go to Connecticut with 0.6 left on the clock. So big run by the Sun. Well, they add some 1.9 on the clock, so maybe a chance for Connecticut here.
Yeah, you definitely can get a couple of dribbles and at least a half-court shot, which they practice every single time in shoot-around, so you want to pick up. Gotta let them get a clean look, especially the way they're shooting out here.
Yeah, largest lead so far for the Sun. This big run, they've done it inside now, but 6 made threes this quarter. And blood on the knee of Marina Mabry, so they make her come off. McCann back in. Hartley will have the inbound. McCann. Oh, wow. I mean, that had something behind it right there. That's some strength. Fairly young group.
And she continues to improve her game. You know, she can even shoot the three. She's hit 3 of them in the last 3 games. And just as a leader, everything. I mean, she's really been doing it all for the Sun.
And she understands the importance of having Marina Mabry back, as a whistle and a foul to start this second quarter goes against Melissa Smith, her second. An area that was causing Smith problems was foul trouble earlier. Becky Hammond said that's something that she's gotten better at. They've really been working on her moving her feet defensively, but that time getting caught down low.
The physicality down low, and now the Sun, they're just reading so well the mid-range game. Their offense is moving. That's something the Aces are going to have to improve, those pickup points and communication on switches.
They're shooting 63% from the floor. The Aces almost 65%. And there's a much-needed 3-ball for Las Vegas, the third of the game for them. But 6 made threes by Connecticut in the first quarter is what helped them get their lead.
They're picking up where they left off in that Sparks game. And Layla Lacan, you have got to stop her. She is just so smooth and easy at manipulating the ball and getting to the rim.
Leah Nyes checked in for the Aces. Lacan is just, she's slithered right around.
Exactly, that's great work.
So quick. Jewel Lloyd fades it back, off the mark. Love the game of Layla Lacan, the 5'11" guard from France, a rookie, and the number 10 pick. As Edwards lost her footing inside, the help D coming over, and now a jump ball. Nye and Gray all over Leah Edwards. 21 games with Washington, part of a trade on August 7th to Connecticut. Get it up high. She had a mismatch and takes advantage. That's the perfect pass.
What is working so well for the Sun is how they are executing their pick and roll. They're finding mismatches. They're reading the spacing if there's drop coverage, and it's leading to the looks.
The roll game has caused some problems for the Aces this year as Chelsea Gray Wilson gives the Aces another chance.
There you go.
Well, you're right. She's definitely a spark. Just her 13th game with Connecticut after being overseas. They're glad to have her back. We'll take the second quarter. Connecticut also forcing 6 turnovers, getting 9 points off of them. And now Lacan has to take a seat momentarily. Mabry's checked back in. Bell back on for the Aces. Tried to drop it down to A'ja Wilson instead. Turnover number 7 for Las Vegas. Chelsea Gray, aggressive D with the takeaway.
Good pickup there by Gray. That transition defense is going to be a bucket for Edwards if she can get that steal.
All right, needed that. Kick out to Nye. Doesn't get it.
And right here, this is where the Sun have been picking apart the Aces in the transition.
That's just too good of a look right there.
It's too easy for Mabry.
Mabry can shoot it from pretty much anywhere she wants to beyond the arc. As the Aces try to push it up, Gray just missing.
And in this secondary transition, this is where the Aces have to communicate on pickup. Who is where and who are they guarding? They're getting deep positioning and just a step ahead. And look at that, even Tina Charles, she can hit that every single time with the little turnaround fadeaway that she has.
Sure can. 4 points for Tina Charles, but you just said it. Rivers ran all the way up beyond the three-point arc. No pickup, and that's been an area of focus for the Aces.
And pickup also means physicality, right? Like running them off of the line, but a much-needed bucket for the Aces.
A'ja Wilson adds to her totals now in double figures with 11. She and Jackie in double figures. J.O. with 12.
You're seeing Chelsea Gray try to orchestrate the defense here.
A finger roll for Charles, just short. And a rebound down to Asia, her 5th of the game with 5 minutes left, first half. Jackie double teamed and the ball squeaks between multiple players. Asia up top, had a good look, but doesn't get it.
Well, that's her spot from that three-point line, right in the middle of the lane.
Asia in her 12th game back since going out with that wrist injury as Rivers tries to get that one on the interior, and the help D coming over. Nice job by the Aces to cut the pass off. Out to Bell, right side, gets it. Big bucket and a good look to find her. Bell was ready to go on that one. Her first points of the game, and Connecticut wants the timeout. We'll take it as well. The Sun with the, that's a lot of fun. And this one right now, Connecticut has taken control of it. Chelsea Gray almost a steal. Charles thought she got fouled and misses the bucket. Aces could use a run right now, no doubt. Just 4 minutes left here in this first half.
Chelsea's trying to do all that she can on the defensive end. Get some stops down there. Tough turnover for the Aces on the baseline.
And Young was double teamed, tried to skip it across, and the defense was right where they needed to be. Rivers with the steal.
This mismatch here for the Sun.
Double team on Charles. Skips it all the way out to Mabry. She's been so good. That one just short, and a nice box out by the Aces. Nye, the rebound, and she'll bring it up. Defense gets back, though, for Connecticut.
Extra pass,
yep. Jackie, shot no good. Nye, weak side board, and passes it out, but right to Rivers. Pulls up on the left side, and the ball knocked out of play. It'll go the other way. Turnovers have been a problem, and the Aces now with 9 of them, giving up 9 points off of them.
Well, and Nye right there made a couple of hustle plays. The defensive rebound, the offensive rebound right there. And as a rookie, just got to take your time a little bit more. Play with that confidence that we've seen her have in games, and know that she's under the basket. She can make something happen right there. Nice DHO for Jackie.
Well, the help defense has been really solid by Connecticut, though, as Nye's shot gets swatted out of play by Rivers. One of 5 rookies. Rivers has been really impressive this year. The 6'1" guard out of NC State.
I mean, we said she's one of the best.
She wants to be remembered as a two-way player and also as a player that has overcome a ton of adversity. Adversity is something that she's very familiar with. She lost her mother, and she said that's what she comes out and she plays for every single day, knowing that her mother has the best seat in the house. But she also stressed the importance of making sure that she's having fun and enjoying the game. So you saw a little razzle-dazzle after the block. That's the joy she's bringing to the game that she loves.
Yeah, I love that marquee. Sanaya losing her mother, D, just weeks after the WNBA draft, and so she was out for a little bit. Certainly not easy for such a young athlete to lose her mother so early in life, and so was such a big fan of hers also, and really was behind her in her basketball.
And to be able to, you know, continue to play this season and still play with such heart. I mean, her entire family comes from a family of basketball players, her mom as well, and she talked about that quite often.
Physical. So foul on her instead, and so back to the Aces.
A little isolation for Jackie and Asia.
From behind, that's Touré who's checked in. Another new addition, an undrafted rookie from France, 28 in orange. 7-0 Aces run, and a much needed run. We were talking about that earlier. They needed to counter the run that Connecticut had gone on if they were going to get back in this.
She needed there being a little bit more physical on the defensive end. Let's get this started for them.
And a travel call. I think Mabry was thinking about a Euro step and then decided to kick it out and took too many.
And Jackie's just staying right on her there, so even just a little bit of that physicality.
That's Jackie Young with the hot hand. She's our Westgate hot hand. Sponsored by Westgate of Las Vegas. She's really gotten out to an impressive start, 14.6 of 8 shooting.
Even right there, reading the defense off the pick and roll.
Aces work it all the way around, and Jewel Lloyd in the left corner. That is her favorite spot.
Yes, the corner pocket. She just finds herself behind the defense, and her teammates know where to get her.
And a 10-0 run for Las Vegas. Almost a steal as Lloyd was trying to work her way over the screen, and they're going to call it on Jewel Lloyd instead. Fourth team foul.
Things about her since she has moved to the bench. She's actually upped her three-point makes. She's averaging 3.3 3-points made since she's moved to the bench.
Yeah, that's really just a selfless play by Jewel to say, let's try it. Let's try to do something different. And it's worked out really for everyone.
She's been able to play more free, and obviously it's working offensively for her to be able to find her shots.
Missed shot by Tina Charles at the other end, but then a miscue on the pass out. And that is the 10th turnover by the Aces this half. And Asia Wilson says, my bad.
Yeah, that was a lot of body movement, and then no one was in the right spot for the Aces. Both of them cut to the basket.
But down by 10 earlier, down by 12 rather, and they've cut it to just 2 with a minute 20 left as Mabry's trying to use the Tina Charles screen. And I love the effort by the Aces, though. They're not going to give her another easy look out there.
Yeah, no more going under on Mabry.
Oh, beautiful lefty drive by Hartley, but not able to finish. And now Las Vegas outrunning. Lloyd, oh, big scoop, but couldn't get the angle. That was a nice job by Peters to get back defensively.
Now another transition for the Sun.
Peters, boy, she had a good look. She was squared up, but just short. That's a break for the Aces.
Jewel had flown out of bounds, but a little bit of secondary offense here for the Aces.
Wilson in the high post. Hartley tried to help, and she's going to get called for the reach-in. And the 5th team foul will put Asia to the free throw line. Foul on Hartley, her first. Asia with 11 points. She has now been back 12 games since the wrist injury, and she has been in double-figure scoring every single game, all 12 of them.
Yeah, she's just really been able to do it all, whether it's going one-on-one. Any team that's tried to play her one-on-one, it's not worked out well for them. With Edwards being in the game, was he going to move Morrow more to the 3 position? Because usually she's been playing the 4 with Charles and Nelson Adota. So they're still working out a lot of great things. And with Khan coming back in, this is her 13th game in a Sun uniform.
Free throws for Asia, good, and that ties this up as this first half is winding down.
They even have Morrow right now playing almost that 5 position with 5 out guards.
12-0 run, and now the interception by Jackie Young read it the entire way as the Sun had not scored in almost 6 minutes. Second differential, shot clock, game clock, first half winding down. Jackie with the ball in her hand. She's got 3 assists and just passed Kelsey Plum for 3rd all-time. Jackie between the legs, couple times. Oh!